How's it going, everyone? Aeimnestuss here for my long-awaited 200 follower. It's closer to 240 now, but the memorabilia video I promised you guys. We're gonna go down a list, many different categories, because I got a lot of stuff. So we're gonna start off with Skyrim here. You probably, well, everyone should already recognize this guy right here as Alduin, and this is one of the Dragon Stones from Skyrim. Now this came with the collector's edition. It's a pretty nice one too. I'm happy with the statue. It's not as high quality as some of them, like The Witcher or something like that, but I mean, it's two separate pieces. You can see the detail they put all around it. Alduin obviously has a little more detail than the Dragonstone itself. The Dragonstone's made out of plastic. It's kind of hollow, but it's still a nice addition. Also, what came with it was this nice embossed, I guess it'd be concept art book. If you open it up, it comes all the different concept art. I don't exactly remember the name of the guy who did most of the concept for Skyrim, but he hand drew pretty much 90% of everything. There's all the crew right there. And it's actually a really nice book. It's pretty thick, you can see. The cover is actually embossed. That's raised right there. All the little etchings around it are all raised, and it's like a fake leather, like a pleather kind of cover, which is pretty nice. But I love this one. It's always fun just looking through it. It's a good coffee table book. But moving on to Elder Scrolls Online, what do you think of the game? I know a lot of people don't consider it really an Elder Scrolls kind of game, but got the Molag Bal statue here. This is actually really nice because I don't want to do any spoiler alerts, but this scene does happen in the game. And it's really cool to see it immortalized in like a statue. If you zoom in there a little bit, you can actually see the detail in Molag Bal looking at the hero of, I don't know, I guess, whatever you would call it. But it's a pretty nice statue. It's a lot heavier than the other one. It's nice. It also came with this ye old time flyer that they gave. I'm not exactly sure what it is for, but it looks cool. It's set in a time. But then their concept book, it's a weird one. It's a horizontal one. Has this nice embossed Ouroboros right here. The cover, it's not as pleathery as the other one, and its bindings are kind of like, the old-fashioned style book bindings. But, it's another concept art book. Has all this cool little intro stuff. It's more like a journal. It has, like, a bunch of writing and stuff like that. Little hints and things, but I do actually have a Dragonborn amulet with the dragon seal, which is that symbol right there. Sadly, I don't know where it is right now, but one day I'll find it and I'll throw that in another video. Alright guys, here I got the Witcher 3's Collector's Edition memorabilia. A lot of you already know that I didn't play too much of The Witcher. Like Witcher 1, I never played. Witcher 2, I played one playthrough. Liked it a lot. Witcher 3, awesome game. But I don't have the time I'm kind of busy, as you know. But first thing we got right out of the box was, you got the concept art book here. Now they have a lot of really interesting looking drawings, stuff like that. The different ideas for characters, what they've taken, concept off of, obviously, the different cultures, all that cool stuff. And it's, a hardbound book. It's nice and solid. It's a good book. You got your playing decks here for the in-game card game that many of you know. I honestly don't get the game at all. Like, I've tried playing the card game a million times. Don't get it. So, I've never even opened these. But one of the more cool pieces here is right here we have an actual, like, cloth map here. Like, that's all real cloth, and honestly, it feels hand-painted. I know it's not. It's probably printed, but, I mean, the amount of detail that's in it and stuff, this is probably the coolest map I've ever gotten from a video game. Let me move that out of the way, and obviously, the big item that everyone is looking at is this heavy ass statue of Geralt taking on the Griffin, which is like one of the more iconic scenes of the game in the beginning areas. But the amount of detail they put into this is just insane, from the scars on his face, the wolf pendant right about here, and just like the facial expressions. I mean, a whole 120, and this is a solid, like, I'd say 6-pound statue or something like that. I mean, it's pretty nice. I mean, you even have the trophy hook back here. It's pretty insane, but it definitely worth the whole entire, I think it was like $200 for the whole thing. But also, what comes on the box is pretty interesting too. The whole development team signs the box. That's a nice little, you know, memento to have. Give reason to keep the whole box. But next I'll show you more of the random stuff I have. Alright guys, now we're moving on to a lot more random stuff, I guess. All from different games for the most part. We'll start off from the left here. Everyone should know who this guy is right here. Good old Sackboy. I don't remember where I got him, honestly. Full plush, though. I mean, look at that face. You can't not like that face. The bookends came with, I want to say, number 3, the collector's edition. They're pretty solid. They look like cardboard, but they're actually pretty nice. Oh, is it 2? Yeah, I guess it says it right there. But, I don't know. I've used them. If I had books, I'd put them up on them. Other than the, you know, big-ass concept art books I got. But then you move back here. Actually, let me move these guys out of the way because I don't want to move this. I got one of the old classic games, Tetris. Now this is a really cool lamp. I picked this one up on ThinkGeek. The way it works is you can set this up any way you want. And as you can see, like, all the pieces like shut off as I take them apart. And you can like do any type of you know, setup you want here. I kind of wish the pieces were a bit, I don't know, I wish it was magnetic or something. That way they would stick. Because this is like just a hazard waiting to happen. Topple down on me. But it's pretty cool. I like it. It's a fun little lamp to set up. I would not recommend for kids though. Because you'd be picking it up all the time and then they'll step on it. Then we move on. This is the Fable 3 Collector's Edition. Right here. Book version. Just kidding. It was pretty interesting seeing this come in. Like, that's actually magnetic right there. And then you open it up. The game would be sitting right here if I still had the whole game with me somewhere. But, I mean, it's something new. Hold on to. Then you flip this right here at the bottom. A little secret compartment. Comes with a playing deck. And there was a coin. I don't know what I did with it. But I guess their reasoning was if you ever reached a decision that you weren't too sure what to do on, flip the coin, who cares? Figure it out yourself. Alright, moving down the line. Way back here, I haven't set this up anywhere yet. I'm going to wait until we get a new place to find a permanent spot. Good old pixel clock here. Not very accurate, thanks to these all being squares, but it works. It's functional. And then moving up, another classic game here. The good old Ghost from Pac-Man. These actually just came in one of the loot crates. I'm not sure which one, but they're ceramic and they're actually salt shaker. I don't think we're going to be using them, but you know, they're nice. And then we got one of everyone's favorite little wacky plushes, the Raving Rabbits. Yes, they talk and they're really sensitive. Also, like the littlest tap pisses them off. So we'll put him over there. Got back here, everyone's favorite Merc with the Mouth, Deadpool. Just one of the little pop figures. I've started collecting them more recently. I have a Groot one and a Chewbacca one also. Then you go down here, we have Redstone and there we go. Diamond ore, Minecraft little lamp things. Can I help you? Okay. Come on, cat. Off you go. When you get your own stream, you can do this. Yeah, these actually are touch sensitive, so you can see them actually. There's like 3 sensitivity settings. Pretty nice, I like them. Got the good old fashioned torch here. Batteries are dead on it, sadly, but this lights up. You can even flip this down and hang it on a wall, just like in Minecraft. Gotta put those all over my house. My whole house will be lit by these torches. Not really, but... And, of course, A Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time right here. Don't know how to play it. Don't ask me to play it, because that we'll all just suffer at that point. But let's see. Next stuff I'll show you is my random sci-fi assortment of things I got. Alright, guys. Now we're moving more into the sci-fi area of my memorabilia collection. Oh, forgot about this too. Yeah, as you can see, I also have a SR2. Is that what it says on? The Normandy SR2 hat that I got for Mass Effect. I don't remember where I got it or when I got it. I think I got it from ThinkGeek. It's actually really nice. It's all embossed, embroidered, all that stuff's fancy. Pretty accurate to the one like Joker wears and the crew from the Normandy wear while they're working on it. And speaking of Mass Effect, put that down. I think I got this from the 3rd one, concept book. Nice little picture. That's actually one of my wallpapers. You know, it just has all the concepts for the newer characters, enemies, you know, that stuff alike. Also came this cool little Velcro patch that, you know, works for anything, but I don't really I don't wear Velcro clothes, so I don't know what to do with it. But now we got the middle all checked out. These little cards here, oops. These are actually, and yes, that is all in Japanese. These are pilot cards. These kind of aren't memorabilia, but they're for, I don't know if you ever heard of Gundam pods. You guys can ask me more about them later. They're these giant pods you sit in, and it has like a big curved screen in it, and it's a dual joystick controller at arcades in Japan, and you pilot a Gundam, and you keep these little cards, like you can see right here. My score is 2,000 whatever, and I have like 56 kills of other player Gundams because they're all online and they're hooked throughout other stores, other arcades, other places. Those are really cool. I just thought I'd throw these in here too. Moving to the right here, Star Wars The Old Republic. This is the good old concept art book for that. It has random stuff in it. It comes with a lot of like interesting little notes, like, you know, that other masters or whatever left behind. It's a pretty nice book. Another coffee table. Like this, whatever fell out. Let's figure out what this is. Jedi Temple. That's the floor plan, it looks like, for it. Like little interesting stuff like that. You know, kind of adds the immersion that, you know, this belonged to some Jedi master, or... Because it's supposed to be the diary of Master Nostral. Don't know who that is, but... It's his diary. And then in front of that, we got Lord Malgus' statue that came with it. This is a really nice one, actually. I think it's a Sideshow collectible. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, it's a pretty solid piece. I mean, and it looks nice. I mean, it's not an action scene or anything, but it's pretty imposing. I like it. Come on, get back on that base. There you go. But this middle one right here, from a game that hasn't even come out yet, Star Citizen. Now this is the Constellation Mark III. This is actually a numbered one. I'm not sure what number it is. I haven't checked it. It's a full metal statue. I put the bay open there. The missile platforms all fold in and out. I don't even know if that's still in the game though. They might have gotten rid of those. You have the turrets on the engines here. Turrets right here and on the underside. It's pretty detailed, I gotta say. I mean, this is actually one of the ships I'm flying in Star Citizen when the game comes out, so I'm pretty excited for that. But moving on, we'll go this way. Got Isaac's Dead Space plasma cutter right there. Like, yeah, it's obviously not to scale. It's pretty small. But, I mean, it looks pretty nice. It doesn't turn either, but it was a good little pickup. I got this from GameStop for power-up rewards. It does, if you can see right there, have 3 green lights, and then it has the white LED on the side right there for the flashlight. Cool little nifty pick-me-up. I use it for a flashlight a lot. So, moving on. If you can't tell, this is a Portal 2. One of the turrets. It's actually motion sensor. I sadly can't find the cord for it, but it's a USB cord. You put it on your computer, and whenever someone walks by it or anything, the turret will actually uses in-game voice clips. It'll open up like this and act like it's shooting at you, like machine guns. It's kind of scary, actually, sometimes, and it closes up by itself. Since it's not plugged in, I'll help out. So, I got this from ThinkGeek also. Really awesome thing, and I think they just got more in stock, so if you really like that Portal 2, I recommend getting one of those. And now this right here, if you guys don't recognize what this is from, I'm kind of feel bad about that. This is from Homeworld, the original space simulator, or space strategy game. Now this thing came with the collector's edition of the remade Homeworld. They just made a HD version of it. If you didn't hear about it, it was kind of hush-hush. They didn't really do much advertising, but as you can see, this thing actually, full lights, everything. They turn on and off, like you can see. But it's beautiful. This whole entire thing is crafted very nicely. And like you can get in there and see just the amount of detail they put into the mothership. I mean, this was probably one of the first video games I ever played as a kid. And when I saw they were remaking it, I was ecstatic. One day I'm going to throw that on the stream, though, so keep an eye on it. But this came out with the collector's edition, which was, I want to say they only made a few hundred of them. So if you can get your hands on one, that'd be awesome. Alright, guys, I missed a couple things, actually, that I did have put aside. I wanted to add also, it's for the Homeworld edition. I already showed off the statue, and how much I think that looks awesome, but they did also add a bunch of other stuff that I forgot to get into. Little Homeworld keychain here for the faction you play as, which is actually really nice metal. I mean, I want to say it's probably pewter, but I mean, it's pretty solid in full metal. It did come with a concept art book here. Let me see if I can do this. Like, it's pretty nice and detailed, the stuff they go into on it. I've looked through it. It's pretty freaking cool. I mean, that's probably why I forgot about it. And even the box itself is like, the design and modularity of it. It doesn't even open like most boxes. It's all magnets, and it like swings open like this. So, definitely pretty cool. Really, again. All right, guys. We're heading towards the end of my bundle of stuff I got. But as you see, we got a lot of Killzone stuff here. I got this one. I think it's from the second one now. Don't think it says, but yeah, it's just a little simple Hellgas mask here. Huge fan of the series. I love the detail in this. I mean, it even has like the nylon cord here for the goggles. The hoses can actually disconnect and stuff like that. There is the base is hollowed out, so you could put discs in it. And the whole thing has the Hellgas symbol there, if you can see that. It's pretty cool stuff. I have a Hellgas figure here, one of the cloaked snipers. Sadly, he's missing some fingers because the dogs decided to get at him one day. Yeah, I'm talking about you. But still, I mean, you can tell what it is at least. It's pretty cool. And here's the concept art book that came with the third one. It just has character models, locations, and stuff like that. No, it's just another concept one. It's a little short one, like the Mass Effect one. Moving on, here it's the last Call of Duty memorabilia I have probably, or will ever get. Comes with certain little things. It's like a wheel book. The us in the military who know what that is. It's something where you just a little notebook you write all your stuff in. This has little interesting tidbits. It's kept in Price's wheel book, so you know, just little sketches, doodles like that. The one way you can tell it's not a real one, there's not nearly enough sketches of stick figures and stuff like that was in mine. Moving on though. As bad as the game was, I have a little bust here from Duke Nukem Forever. I mean, there's always a spot in my heart for the Duke, just because that was like the best action hero back in the day. Obviously not the last game, but you know, still gotta pay him some respect. The best part to come out of that game, we'll just say that. And then moving over here, we move into the Saints Row. What is it, the 4th game, I think? All their memorabilia. I didn't honestly like the game. I thought it was a huge step back from the 3rd game, which I loved, and the 2nd game. But we got here a statue of Johnny Gat. They changed him around. I don't know, they made him look younger and stuff. It's pretty cool, though. I like it. We have here is the big red button. It's like the President nuclear launch button, so you actually have to use this key here to open it, turn it on, and sadly it's out of batteries, or else it's how you drop the base. And then my favorite part of it, we got the dubstep gun, which freaks my dogs the hell out, because it has a little laser on it, lights, and when you pull the trigger, looks like she's not coming. Abby. I don't see her, but Ash chasing the... It's a pretty cool toy. I mean, simple batteries, all that stuff. Probably my favorite part of all of it. But moving on now to our newest additions to the collection. Alright guys, we're getting into really recent additions to the collection. Obviously, as you can see here, we have the Fallout 4 Pip-Boy. It's pretty damn cool. I love this thing. It has all the little knobs that you can mess around with. They don't really do anything except make noises, and yeah, it'd be cool. I mean, it's actually pretty comfortable too. You can open it up. Metal latch right there. There's a little wristband right here, and you can actually wear it. It's not too uncomfortable as I was expecting. I played with it on stream. You've probably seen it a couple times. But, you know, you got that Fallout app right here that actually syncs up with your game. I've used this a lot. Like, actually, it's a good way to quickly throw a stim pack on or something like that. It's not too bad. I like it. I wouldn't use it all the time, but it's not a bad addition. It's a really cool display piece, at least. So, comes with the nice little stand right here, and this box, which actually pops open. It's like one of the classic boxes from the series. I don't have anything in it, obviously, but it's a nice little box you can throw random stuff in. Don't worry. It can last the nuclear war. It can survive that fall. Alright, but anyway, I got this in a new loot crate. I guess it's a Vault-Tec security badge. Now this, I mean, it's nothing special. It looks like you could probably scan it, put your picture on it or whatever you want to do. Might mess with that later, but you know, something little. Then over here, one of the more lesser known secrets that came out around the same time with the Fallout 4 hype. Mini nuke, as you should all know. Yeah, it makes noise. There's a little button there. This is actually for the Fallout Anthology, because you can open this up instead of having plutonium in it. You have the full anthology right here. Like every game except for 4, I believe. Let me check. Yep, every game before, even I think it has Brotherhood of Steel. All sorts of interesting stuff. It's a good way if you beat Fallout 4 and you want to like learn more about the series or I don't know, get that nostalgia effect. This was a cool pickup. It was only like $60 for all of this, including the actual mini nuke, I want to say. Don't quote me on that. I won't. I'm not going to honor the price, so don't go to Best Buy and say, yeah, AIM said that it was only $60, but this is it for the fall stuff right now. I do have a bobblehead coming soon and a bunch more things. And my Brotherhood of Steel jacket you've probably seen me wear when I'm playing. But last but not least, definitely not least, all my Halo memorabilia. So let me get that all set up. We're at the final chunk of my memorabilia here, at least that we found. Obviously, Halo. Now, Halo's always been one of my most beloved games, like since the very first one. I even own the old action figures and stuff like that, the G.I. Joe looking things. But there's plenty of decades of different games here. I mean, it'd be kind of hard to go down the list. I'm not sure which is which, but I guess we'll start at Halo 2, because Halo 1 didn't have any memorabilia for, well, it didn't have, you know, anything for it. Like, you couldn't buy a collector's edition of Halo 1 because it was the first one. But everyone's most memorable memorabilia right here, the Master Chief helmet. Sadly not wearable, but this was for Halo 2's like collector's edition, full size scale replica and everything. I mean, it looks pretty nice. It's got tons of detail in it. I love it. Comes with this base here. I obviously been stuffing it full of games. Like there's Halo 2's collector's edition metal pack and everything. I don't know what those are. It's Halo 3, I think. But I mean, it's probably one of my favorite collector's edition pieces right there. Next to it, though, we have Halo Reach. We'll start down here. This is Gabriel Thorne, his blueprints, which is pretty cool. I mean, Reach came with a lot of different memorabilia and stuff. I only recently got it because, actually for this video, but let's see. If you remember Reach, you weren't playing as Master Chief. Here's the whole team, Noble team, with everyone in their glory. This statue, I've been looking for one of these for ages. I just managed to get one on eBay, finally. And I'm super happy with it. Has all the pieces that it's supposed to come with it. It's even Jun right here in his sniper rifle, which, for some reason, everyone loses his gun. I don't know why, but it always falls off or something, but it is a beautiful memorial-looking statue. But, moving on. Got down here, this stuff also came with Reach. Catherine Halsey, all of you Halo fanboys would know who she is. The creator of Cortana and all that stuff. Her ID card right here. This, I'm pretty sure this is from Gabriel Thorne. Yep, this is the same as that poster. Concept art book. Let me see if I can do it. The pages are a little stiff, but it's like a clipboard too. It's kind of short, has notes in it. It's pretty interesting though. Armory, stuff like that. I mean, it's, like I said, it's a clipboard, UNSC. It's nice though, I love it. All these little things. And then we got Halsey's journal, which was actually hidden in the box for everything. It's a journal. I mean, it comes with tons of stuff in here, notes and things for the die-hard, you know, Halo fans. Not too much. It's not really a concept art book. It's all like it's a journal. I mean, they made it as true as you can. They go really heavy into lore when it comes to Halo. I mean, even though the main story might not seem like much, it goes heavy into lore. Got some other stuff here, some space charts, pictures, all sorts of craziness. It's pretty interesting. I haven't read through it all, but I'm sure some people have, and I'm sure it was pretty interesting lore things in there. What is this? For your comfort. I don't know. But moving on, let me get this all out of the way for now. we got, for the new Halo, Halo 5, Guardians, or Guardian, I don't remember. We have little lock here and a little folded box right there. It was part of a promotion that Microsoft did where it was lock versus, Master Chief. So there should be a Master Chief one. I was too lazy to fold it because that was a pain in the ass to make. So we skipped that, sadly, but there is one somewhere. Let's see, I also got a patch here. I don't remember where that came from, but it came from the journal. But more importantly, the statue. This behemoth it's a 2-piece statue. It could be used as bookends right there, but there's a little magnet in there. The detail in these statues are awesome, and it is ginormous. I mean, like, yeah, it's ridiculously big. I wasn't expecting it to be huge. And honestly, this was the reason I bought the collector's edition of Halo, because I wasn't planning on really liking the game too much, because I didn't like the last one. But this looks awesome. But that's not the piece de resistance, though. My most recent memorabilia purchase, and probably my favorite one, is this. An actual Halo assault rifle. Let me turn it on here. Working LEDs and everything, airsoft gun. Now this thing is a beast. It even has a working flashlight on it, everything like that. Remember, these aren't toys. It's an airsoft gun. It actually does shoot BBs. I mean, where's the cat? She's not there? Good. Yeah, I mean, you could shoulder this thing. First, let me show you the counter. LED counter. Let's see if my aim's still good. Go for this bag over here. Let me turn. There we go. Or not. I don't know if I have my batteries in it right now. It might not be hooked up. But, it's got the safeties. It loads right here. Yep, there goes BBs I was talking about. Any of you play airsoft know that, like, a very important part... Oops, those are going to be a bitch, fine. A very important part is having lots of magazines. Sadly, this only came with one. This was an extremely rare collectible. Like, it only had, I think, 500 made, something like that. It was for a tournament or something of the like. And lucky for me, the guy who won it, I guess he just wasn't into it. He's not a huge fan or something. My battery might be dead. So, I took it off his hands. I mean, I didn't mind, But I love this thing. It's probably my new favorite. I just wish I had the battery charged up for you guys, but sadly I don't at the moment. But there you go, everyone. That is my collection of memorabilia for now. The collection will grow more. I'm sure I will get tons more stuff. Hell, I already have quite a few things coming in the mail right now. And remember, this was for you guys for hitting 200 followers. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for showing me that you guys actually watch my shenanigans and enjoy what I do. So this was all for you, and maybe when, I don't know, we hit the next 100 milestone, we'll do something a little crazier too. But thanks for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry it took so long to get to it. It's kind of being a little lazy and procrastinating a bit, but there you go. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. It's twitch.tv/Aeimnestuss. I'll have the link in the description below, and also links to certain items I can remember that I can find. So thanks for watching me, guys. I will see you on Twitch and in the stream.